What just happened? I'm Dan. That's Julia. That's Bagface. Wow. Episode 6 of Sugar called Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the episode, come back because we're going to talk about this right away. He's an alien. Wow. That scene was so cool. Blew my mind.
So cool. I
So
loved it.
cool. I was really against the alien thing, because I was like, that would throw me for a loop. And then they did it, and I was like, this is perfect.
Well, we talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
There you go. Had to
But-
change my
Very
background.
nice.
I think that
There
came
he
out
is.
in
Like it.
the comments, didn't it? I feel like someone commented alien.
Yeah, a couple people did. So
Y'all got
nice
it.
job.
Hats off.
Nice job. And we're going to talk about a giveaway at the end of the video, so stay tuned to that to see how you can win that. But yeah, he's an alien. I had thoughts early on in this episode that he was a werewolf. I texted our group chat, werewolf. There's a certain scene. We'll get to it. So let's get into the recap, and we'll talk about the alien reveal and our thoughts on that. So Davey somehow survived. So Bagface, you called that last week.
He's alive, but his brain's permanently damaged, beyond repair.
What the fuck are you saying?
You said there was some way that he would have messed that up, but he's, his brain is permanently damaged. He'll never speak, move, or think ever again. So
Can
It's
I just say
basically
that
done.
was like the worst way to break that news to them?
He'll never speak, he'll never move, he'll never think. Never again.
Yeah, kind of
Like,
blunt.
your son's alive, but not really.
Yeah, good point.
American healthcare, baby.
Yeah.
Ew.
So then Sugar's, he's talking to Wiley. He's like, big day, big day.
I feel like it's gonna be a big day. Big day.
He's gearing up for war. He grabs the gun, but he puts it back into the box. He's not going to use it. He's waiting on word from Charlie. She's going to let him know when Stallings gets back into town. Speak of the devil, we see him show up to his house. He's asking about Carlo, where he is, and we know that's the guy that Sugar beat the shit out of last week. And then we see Sugar. He calls Ruby, says, I'm going there because Charlie gave him the heads up, so he's going to go to Stallings. And she's trying to talk him out of it.
Sugar, Byron Stallings is a very dangerous man.
Don't worry, I'll be okay. All right?
We know she's in on it at this point. He still doesn't. He finds out later. But she was trying to talk him out of it. And then we see a close-up of the locked door again to get us wondering what could be behind it. So then Sugar pulls up to Charlie's van. She gives him the details, and she sets a timer for 10 minutes. She's going to intervene if he doesn't come back in 10 minutes. He approaches, the dogs come out, and this is where I put werewolf. This is the exact moment I texted werewolf to the chat because the dogs were like so docile to him immediately. It's like they gravitated towards him. And I was like, werewolf.
Yeah,
That's what
he just like
I
gave
mean?
him this look, and they just like kind of quieted down, and we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like after the reveal, it still kind of makes sense.
I was on the werewolf train very heavy there. I was like, oh my God, I was right. I feel so vindicated. You feel so good. And then this show kind of tore my ego down a little bit with that ending. But that's
What
okay.
a great episode, though. This
Oh,
episode
so
was
good.
action-packed.
It was very good.
Oh,
They gave us multiple reveals. We still don't know where Olivia is, but he goes inside. He noticed a locked door. He was going to pick it to go down there, but he hears something. So at this very moment, we see someone shows up to Charlie's van, knocks on the door. So, we don't know what's up with Charlie. We don't know if she's safe right now. And then he sees someone with a bag over the head. He thinks it's Olivia. He goes up, pulls it off. It's Stallings' girlfriend, whoever she is, associate. And they plan to attack him. And then the dude Manny hits him. Stallings starts beating on him. He gets brutally attacked. And and then he just goes,
I'm unarmed. I'm unharmed. I don't want to hurt you.
and they're in the position where they're like, dude, we got a gun on you. We just beat your ass.
He's like, I'll let you surrender to the police.
Yeah,
They're like,
he-
not a chance, dude. No.
only
Yeah,
Colin Farrell could deliver that line and still feel, I don't know. It was just so subtly he actually really doesn't want to hurt you. He's not doing a tough guy thing, but he still holds this demeanor of oh no, I'm actually going to do it. I don't know. It's such
Yeah.
a thin line he rides with. That scene is so good.
Just like last week when he told Kenny, he was like, you're not going to be able to make me leave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
just like that.
Because he's just so calm
Right.
and just so matter of fact about it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Perfectly casted.
It's-
Perfectly
it's-
cast.
He's such an underrated actor, honestly.
Yeah.
His
great.
range is insane.
So then, he says it again. He's like, I just want Olivia. I just want to bring her home.
I just want Olivia back. Please, I just want to bring her home.
And Stallings says, what happens next has already been decided. Says Charlie won't come to rescue you this time, insinuating to him that Charlie is in danger, which he is in fact in danger. And then Manny points the gun to his head. He says, you guys can surrender or I'll kill you all. While Manny has the gun pointed to his head. And then Stallings just shoot him. And then what the hell? He blocks the bullet. He like redirects the bullet.
Shoot him.
What the hell?
That's what happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a force field
Like,
type of
I don't know if-
deflection.
Is he?
He just kind of like swatted it out of the way.
Yeah. I couldn't tell if he's supposed to be impenetrable, but then he gets knifed. So maybe
Right.
it's like projectiles, or if he's like, telekinetic or something.
Or if you can like see it coming.
Yeah.
I feel like it was less the impenetrability. Is that a word? Anyway, I feel like it was less that and more like he like used it was like gravitational field or like telekinesis, something like that. Yeah.
Like if he can see it coming. So that's what happens.
Right.
And then he kills Manny. He shoots the woman. He beats on Stallings, shoots Stallings in the leg, and then as he's reaching for the gun to threaten Stallings, he gets stabbed like we just talked about. And then he kills that lady. But that stab was deep. That knife was in there really deep.
Yeah.
And it was a big knife. So he got hurt pretty bad. And he asked who told on him that he's coming.
Someone told you I was coming. Who?
Looks at his phone, recognizes the number, that it's Ruby. So he's like, what the fuck?
I know that number.
Ruby, really? So we'll get into that later when he goes to see her. He asks where Olivia is again. Stallings keeps playing dumb, so he just kills him, shoots him right in the head.
Where's Olivia? Fuck you. Where is she? I have no.
So like, I think that's so cool to build up a villain like this and then to kill him in this fashion. And now the focus is going to be on Ruby and her boss. Now they're the villain. Really cool to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I liked that a lot.
Me and Dan were talking like before you got in. I was wondering if there's going to be a season 2 because it feels like revealing the true villain on the third last episode. I don't know if you can pull all of that into the last 2 unless they're really long episodes for some reason, but
probably gonna be a half hour like they have been. Only the first one was like 51 minutes. So I'm assuming they're still gonna be half an hour. Say they do a season 2, you can have Henry be a bigger character, and he was awesome in Ozark, that actor.
Yeah.
So like
he's
I hope he sorry. Stupid Mac. So I hope they do a season 2 and he's a part of it because I love that actor. He's great. So he goes downstairs. He went downstairs, right? And that's where the dogs were. So that's what was downstairs. He lets the calm dog go. He leaves the other ones there. And then Carlo shows up and he's like, look, man, I'll leave. I didn't see anything. You already fucked me up. You killed them. We're cool. He's like, all right, you can go, but I need your phone. Carlos, okay, take my phone. So he tries to call Charlie. Someone got to her, and now he knows this for a fact at this point.
No, Charlie. They got to Charlie.
So he's bloodied pretty bad, and he's driving to Melanie, and he's thinking about betrayal because he knows what Ruby did.
It's all about betrayal.
And then we see Bernie and Jonathan. I thought this was actually kind of a nicer scene for Bernie, where you see that he does really care for his kid, and you saw that human side of him a little bit. And maybe he doesn't know what's going on with Olivia is what I got from this, because, you know, he's talking to Jonathan. Jonathan just survived a heart attack, and he's talking to him about what's up with Davey. And he's reminiscing on a story when Davey was 12 or 13 when they went to Vegas and he won $40,000 playing craps. And he was like, I should have done the fatherly thing and told him that you're not always going to be that lucky. But he was so happy. And what else do you want but to see your kids that happy? So he didn't want to ruin that moment for him.
David was happy. And for me, that's all that mattered.
And then he's like, I talked to Margit, that's Anna Gunn's character, the mom, and they decided they're going to let Davey go, you know, pull the plug. So that was like, what'd you guys get from that? I thought it was like kind of an emotional scene from Bernie that we haven't seen that side of him before.
Yeah, I agree. It kind of took me by surprise a little bit. It was like, but I'm like wondering why they're trying to humanize him at this point. Like, what's the goal there?
Maybe he's somewhat innocent.
It's to pull away. Like we haven't obviously talked about the end of the episode yet, but there's like something that when Ruby and Sugar are talking, it like really made me wonder if the family actually has no idea where Olivia is, and if you know, like it kind of, I think it was preparation to accept that like they're not to blame, like kind of like taking him off as like a suspect for the audience's mind, in a way.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was leaning with that. That's kind of where I was. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Do you think Bernie is innocent after all? Well, I guess we'll see next week. So Sugar shows up to Melanie's, asks her to get bandages and other supplies. She's like, I got to call an ambulance. He's like, no hospital.
No hospital.
I'm not a doctor, Sugar. I don't know what I'm doing.
Asks for his bag and tells her to call Henry, says he will know what to do as he passes out. Henry shows up. Again, the guy from Ozark. He was amazing in that show. And, you know, he was at the party scene at Ruby's. We saw him in that episode.
Yeah.
And he's like, listen, go to the drugstore.
I need you to go to the drugstore and get some more betadine. Like right now, please.
Because I think some alien shit was going to go down that probably did go down that we didn't see in the scene, that they didn't show the audience. And he had some blood on him, like a package of blood, I guess, to give Sugar blood because he was losing so much from the stab wound. And then he shoots him up with something. And then we see that he's stable. Henry says he'll check back in tomorrow. Says, don't let him go anywhere. But of course, Melanie falls asleep. Sugar wakes up, says his pain serves him right for what he did. He really doesn't like to hurt people.
Hurts. Serves me right for what I did.
Yeah.
He really doesn't.
No.
He sticks by that. He really does. So then I wrote, wow, he goes to Ruby's, who acts concerned, says what happened at Stallings. He's like,
He knew I was coming.
and then he just cuts the shit. And he asks why she tipped him off.
You tipped off Stallings. I saw the text. Why?
Can't.
Why? Why?
And she's just like, let me get you some aspirin. No. We're going to talk this out. She's like, I can't. He asks where Charlie is. Is she safe? She's like, honestly, I don't know. So then she goes, well, none of this was my decision. He's like, tell me. She says, I can't and I won't. So then he's trying to piece together in his mind what he thinks is going on. So he says that, all right, so Stallings took Olivia to traffic her because of what Davey told Stallings. And he took her to someone that he's not supposed to find, someone that you're protecting, Ruby, someone that the organization is protecting. So then he keeps trying to break through to her, but she says he has to stop looking for her.
They need you to stop looking.
She's allowed to say that much. They need you to stop looking.
Who's they?
And if I don't stop, what do you think they do? So like, this is it. This is the true villain of the series right now. So I think that was really sick, that reveal.
It's very backstabby because they built up this whole like close relationship with them throughout the beginning of the season, and just like, I don't know, it just seems icky to me. I don't like it. But I also think that it's like 10 times worse because I'm pretty sure the person that they're protecting is his sister.
Bagface talked about that last week. Maybe possibly they know either who killed her, Jen, DJEN, and people in the comments were talking about the spelling of that name. I want you guys to keep going on in the comment section about that. I think that's really cool and like the true meaning of it. But either that or they know that she's alive and she's somewhere and they don't want Sugar to get to the bottom of that. And that's why this whole thing is happening, because they don't want him to find out about his sister. So she says it's for the greater good. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, question real quick. Is this like his real sister? Like, is she also an alien?
Must be.
I guess she would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess she would be. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that would make sense.
And he's not just saying like sister because it's like whatever family he was like adopted into when he came to Earth.
Yeah, I guess she would also be part of the alien race that is working for this organization.
So I definitely do not think she's dead, because even if someone kidnapped her, why would you want her dead? You want her alive so you can like figure shit out about this alien.
Do we know how long ago his sister like died or disappeared?
I don't recall them mentioning that. No.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure.
I don't think so, but let us know in the comments if they did. I don't think they did. But, you know, this is when Ruby, she's trying to say it's for the greater good.
We have to trust that this is for the greater good.
Everything is for the mission.
All of this, everything is for the mission.
And then he's like, all right, I'll take that aspirin you were talking about. She goes and looks in the cabinet, says, oh, I got to go upstairs. He doesn't trust her in this moment, of course, goes, looks. Of course, the aspirin was in that cabinet. So I'm guessing she was going upstairs to get something to drug him with. Is that what you guys got? Yeah. Then he's like, it's not the first time my heart's been broken. I should have known. I should have saw the signs. I got too close like they said I would. Says he's going to let them come after him.
Too late now. I'm in. Let them come after me.
He's not stopping. He's going to keep looking for Olivia. But tonight he needs to take a break. So then he takes his intravenous drug and he transforms into this, the alien. And another thumbs up. Sorry, but it's really cool. So it deserves a thumbs up.
That
It does.
Yeah,
it does deserve a thumbs up.
Yeah. So wild. So cool. We got that awesome scene where he killed Manny the thug, the woman thug, and Stallings. We got the answer that Olivia is not, in fact, in the basement that people were speculating. We got the fact that he's an alien and he's working with other aliens for this syndicate that are private eyes across the globe. It's really sick. And they're all run by a head honcho who doesn't want Sugar to keep looking into Olivia. Now the question is, why?
Okay.
Why?
Could Olivia be his sister?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd go.
if she was taken young enough to like not know who he is, and they like change
Well,
their look?
I was gonna say, can't they just,
like
even if she
shapeshifter?
wasn't young enough,
Yeah.
like they could just, I'm sure they could just replace her with an alien that looks like her.
I
Right?
guess.
I mean,
don't
they
know.
can transform into a human version.
I need
I
my
just don't know if they
tinfoil
could
hat.
pick what that
Oh,
looks like.
I need,
you know?
yeah, this is.
Tinfoil hat for that theory. That kind of blowing my mind.
There was one line though where he's talking to Ruby sitting at the table. He calls Stallings a trafficker of humans.
A man like him, trafficker in humans, and you warned him about me?
Which is like the most subtle, weird way to say human trafficker, like anyone else would say it, but he just says
Yeah,
it in
sure.
like the way that he's not human. It's coming.
Yeah.
I could like feel it after that line. I was like,
Yeah,
you don't say it that way. Yeah.
saying of humans, it's like, because why would you refer to other people as humans?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It just
So,
feels
like,
weird.
are you guys happy we got this reveal now? I am. I think it's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
really
Oh,
good.
I also
Yeah.
loved how it's almost like they knew everyone would be speculating about like what he is. So the
Yeah.
reveal is
Oh,
like
yeah.
a reveal in itself. Like his eyes change first, and you're like, vampire?
You're like,
Is that
oh.
vampire? And then like
yeah.
a slow.
Uh-huh.
I saw his hands start to go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're like, wait,
And I-
is it werewolf? No.
For
I'm
a
like, is he
second, I thought
blue?
vampire.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It was
For a
yeah.
second, I did think vampire because in that scene when he was killing Manny and Stallings, he was like moving so fast. There was a couple things going on in my mind of what he could be, but he's obviously an alien.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So it's so cool that they gave us that answer, and this episode was amazing. I think this episode made this show like 5 notches better than I thought it was.
Yeah.
It really took it up there.
yeah,
And I
that's
hope
great.
we get a season 2. Season 2, I'm all for it. I'm all for season 2.
I will give my opinion on that when we see the last 2 episodes. 3 episodes? 2
2.
episodes?
2 more.
2 episodes. It depends on how they wrap it up for me.
Okay, fair enough. Backface?
I love it because it feels like they set up a nice mystery box, and I've almost got the satisfying conclusion to one mystery box as they like present me another one. So I really like it because it's almost like they're setting up for a season 2 where I'm invested in like a completely different way than I was invested in the series before this episode. You know what I mean? Like now I want this show to kind of turn into a weird sci-fi noir thing.
Yeah.
Where, like,
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
that in itself does make me want a season 2 because it's like, it keeps it fresh. Like you don't have the like, I don't know, repetitiveness that some shows have when they go from season to season.
I definitely want the Olivia storyline to be solved by the end of this season.
Yeah. I think it will be.
Yeah.
I don't want a cliffhanger. So we're going to do a little giveaway once we hit 4,000 subscribers. We're about 600 away right now. We're going to Venmo someone $50, and you can have anything you want from our merch store. You can pick one item. You can have a hoodie, a shirt, whatever you want. So that's a little incentive to subscribe. And if you've been enjoying these videos, please share, comment your theories below. I would love to do a theory video. If we have time, we'll make one. I think this episode there's a lot to talk about. So comment all your wild theories below, and possibly we'll do one this weekend. But yeah, love this episode. Loving this show. Colin Farrell's amazing. This reveal was so sick. Oh, it's great. Let me know your thoughts below. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Later.
Bye, guys.
Just tell me where she is. I will let you surrender to the cops.
What just happened?
What just happened?
What just happened?
What just happened? That just happened.
I'm not stopping.